Nobody on God's green earth is giving them a shot to win this game except for ASU, of course. You know what, Coop? Your alma mater in ASU is going to have a lot of serious issues tonight. Not only is Jahi Carson trying to bounce back, but, hey, Jermaine Marshall, who is their second leading scorer, is out for this game in street clothes. It's happy holidays with Big 9-0. I know that this is the 4th annual. Something interesting you tweeted out a couple of days ago. It says, know my story. You know, always want to have the kids first and foremost in my heart. You are humble from your beginnings. For those that don't know your story, give us a quick background on why this means so much to you.
I grew up in a very unfortunate situation. I lost both of my parents by the age when I was 13. You know, I didn't really have a lot for any Christmas till I got older in the NFL. So I just always said, you know, once I was able to get up and take care of myself, I was always going to give back to the kids.
Michael Floyd, he's getting ready to bounce out of this. He's going to have a walk into the end zone. Just got to complete this play.
Feely from the right hash. It is no good. Wide to the right.
We couldn't have played any worse in the first half.
Drop passes, missed field goals, another pick thrown by Carson Palmer that turned into a quick 6, and a fumble on the first drive of the second half. Missed opportunities that put the Cardinals behind the 8 ball all game long against the Niners.
It just took us a while to get going. We got in there at halftime and we had scored. We had felt some momentum, and every guy in the room thought it was our game.
We emptied the tank today, everything. We made some adjustments after the first quarter, realized what they was trying to do to us, and made them earn everything they got.
Across the board, they're just a very stout defense, and you know you can't make any mistakes against them. You really can't. I mean, because they make you pay.
After saving the season in overtime at Tennessee, Jay Feely missed 2 critical field goals, one from 37 in the first quarter, the other in the fourth quarter from 43 yards out. After the game, Bruce Arians did not have one single word to say to Feely.
What do you say to Jay?
Nothing. We felt like we can beat this team, you know what I'm saying? We match up well with them. And they made more plays than we made today.
Lost in all of this, Palmer making NFL history, becoming the only quarterback to pass for more than 4,000 yards with 3 different teams. But throwing 22 interceptions this year is what most Cardinal fans may remember the most.
You know, there's bumps that you hit in the road, and you know, you don't always have the exact outcome you want. But looking back from that bye week on, I really feel like we got better.
When the Cardinals look back on this season, they will notice a lot of missed opportunities. You can look back in week 1 against the Rams and highlight that game in Philadelphia. But in talking with Darnell Dockett in the locker room after the game, he made a strong statement to the front office, asking them to bring back the core of this team. We'll see if they do or not as the offseason progresses. With the Cardinals at University of Phoenix Stadium, Alexan, Balekian-AZCentral Sports. Less than a year ago, Carlos Dansby was looking for work after he was cut by the Dolphins. John Abraham, he nearly retired. In the here and now, those two look like they are in the prime of their careers. Dansby and Abraham have aged like a fine wine. Combined, they are 67 years old. Throw in Carson Palmer, and it's the team's senior citizens who are still going strong when it matters the most.
Everything's on the line, man. We playing for each other right now, so we got to be accountable, you know what I'm saying, and hold up our end.
If the vets have to carry the load, the vets have to carry the load. But you know, you'd prefer to, or you normally see that, you know, a vet gets hurt here or there, and a young guy has to step up and fill in those shoes.
Arguably, the Cardinals live in the toughest division in the NFL. It's no secret they still have to go through the Seahawks and Niners in hopes to be even in the playoff conversation. Coach Arians, he doesn't even have to say a word about it.
You have to have veteran leadership at this time of the year. And you know, we preached all year in OTAs, we never want to lose 2 games in a row. And when you have a really quality veteran locker room, it's hard to lose 2 games in a row because they won't let the guys get down.
It's one of the most overused cliches in all of sports. Defense wins championships, but there's a lot of proof to that pudding. Among the top 5 defenses in the entire league, you have the Seahawks, the Niners, and you guessed it, the Cardinals. And for the Cardinals not to fly south for the playoffs, you better believe the defense has to come up big in a very frigid Tennessee this Sunday. How about temperatures in the lower 30s? With the Cardinals, Alexan, Balekian, AZCentral Sports. Confetti and the beer suds raining down on the California boy, Kevin Harvick. Lots of twists and turns on this track here in Phoenix, and carnage. How about 22 lead changes and 8 caution flags? And no one could imagine that it would be Carl Edwards running out of gas when the white flag started to appear, giving Harvick a chance to chase down Jimmy Johnson in the second to last race in the chase.
Under green, everybody was short pitting as close as possible to try to gain as much track time as you could with putting a little amount of gas in, and we did the same thing. We just wound up hitting it right, and they wound up a lap short.
A great day. We did what we needed to. Wish that we could have won the race. I felt like the way practice and qualifying went that we had a car capable of that.
It's a good run. Car was competitive. I had to come from behind with a loose wheel, but real happy with the result.
Just fun to win races, and to be able to win another race here at Phoenix is something special.
All along been concerned about the 29 because he's got speed. He can deal with stress, pressure, all the situations that are thrown at a driver.
What tastes better, the champagne or the beer?
Always the beer. The champagne gives me a headache. I'm always a beer guy.
Well, I'm sure the champagne will taste just as sweet if Harvick can chase down Jimmy Johnson and ruin a 6-Cup championship over in Homestead. But don't overlook Kenseth. Yeah, he's just 28 points back. Harvick now 34 points back. And what about Little E? He finishes 4th right here in Phoenix. He's only 63 points back. What an incredible weekend of racing over here in Zoomtown, USA. I'm Alexan Balekian, AZ-Central Sports.
Back up, right there. He's a slinger. Try to get him up on top a little bit more. Alex, what number?
The raspy but piercing vocals of John Gracio has been echoing these baseball diamonds at the Angels training grounds in Tempe for more than 2 decades. Top Major League prospects like Gilbert High grad and Mariners first-round pick DJ Peterson can still hear Gracio molding his game.
They kind of just showed me the way, and about my junior years when I kind of hit my growth spurt, matured a little bit, grew as a man, filled out a little bit, and that's when I kind of figured that I got a chance to make something special happen with baseball.
Move it up, right there, cut of the grass.
We want to be selected. BP, that's when we're selected, that's when we're looking at the pitch that we can drive.
Gracio and Ryan McKinley are always searching for that next big arm and big bat, and instead of hitting the road, they head out to their own backyard, inviting young talent from all over the valley. And I mean young. How about 7th and 8th graders?
The minor league kids we got here, 7th and 8th grade, what I call minor league kids, we started last year, working them in to try to teach them the basic fundamentals of the game.
It's nuts how many kids are getting looked at such a young age because of their abilities. And just with the nature of club baseball and club athletics in general, sky's the limit. You've got to kind of start early and groom these kids at an early age.
Reality is, all the potential on this field has a better chance of hitting a grand slam in their first ever at bat than making it to the show.
20, 25 kids, I would probably say you're lucky if half of one makes it.
Surely if a 7th grader can throw 59 miles per hour on the gun, I think a middle-aged man could do a little bit better than that. After all, I think I still got what it takes to get to the big leagues, right? I guess the arm isn't what it used to be. Then again, Gracio and McKinley have their eyes glued to the future.
Good job, baby. Way to work, 3-9.
In Tempe, Alexan Balekian, AZ-Central Sports.
45 arm. That's a good arm right there.